Hello, you divine, infinite human beings. You are all that is, ever has been, and ever shall be. You are divine, infinite love, divine, infinite source. And I wanted to make this video, just kind of a casual conversation with friends to share to you with my personal experiences being here in Italy, being locked down, and trying to figure out what is going on. And what I've come to understand and some practical tips of how to deal with it. So I'm American, but I've lived in Italy for many years. I came over in 1979. Speak Italian. I've lived all over Italy. I'm in Sicily now, thank God, and because I can get out in nature, which is so healing. But Italy's small, and this is for a lot of my friends in the United States. Because it's so small, like the size of Florida, and I know people all over, and I speak Italian, and I can drive and see things, it's really hard to hide things here. So I've been able to get a lot more verification of what I've been getting intuitively. And again, I'm not trying to sell anyone anything. I'm not trying to convince you of anything. I'm not looking for followers or clients. I'm just a gal here in Italy trying to share with you what I've done to deal with this at a very difficult winter of the soul time on our planet. And it's okay, we can get over this. But, it does take, I think, knowing what's going on. For me, that has always been the key. I know a lot of people, especially spiritual people, but all kinds of people just don't want to know all the bad things that are going on in the world. And I've been giving free talks at libraries and psychic fairs and on the internet for years now, trying to say there's a very dark agenda on this planet, and not to get caught up in it. But for me personally, knowing about it is my freedom. I see what they're trying to get me to do, and I go to the other way. But if you don't know, and that's the power of the dark side, if you don't know what they're trying to do to you, then you find yourself, your precious energy, your precious light, getting hijacked, downgraded, inverted into their agendas. So I think one of the most important things now is for us all to do our own soul searching and keep looking at all of the narratives. And if any narrative out there takes the power away from you of being able to find your own answers inside in your own connection, because you are a multidimensional being and you can surf the cosmos, not a net, a cosmos, with your own microchip, organic, your crystalline pineal and crystalline brain. So anyway, that's a whole long story, and I do ramble on. Like I said, this is not organized, it's just me sharing my thoughts with you. Since there's no one else to share with. No, because I think it will help. So, practical information about what's going on. I believe very strongly, again, this is my opinion, that while the major portion of the population is being heavily weaponized with a very fear-based narrative, which first thing you have to get off the fear because you can't see clearly, and people are walking around wearing the most ridiculous masks I've ever seen. I saw someone with a bra on. I mean, like, that's really gonna save you. So they're clinging to whatever they can because they don't know what's going on, and it's very sad for me, especially here in Italy. And I walk around without a mask, and everyone is very, what are you doing? And also, sanitizing, washing your hands and things like that. I caught myself getting caught up with that, but it just didn't feel right to me. What did happen to me, though, and I'm not saying I didn't go through it, I didn't get sick. I experienced the same thing I experienced in Florence, which is one of the main reasons I moved down here, was they secretly, without telling anyone, installed 5G under in the potholes, and I asked them in Italian. I asked several, and they finally said yes, that's what they were doing. and I felt a terrible headache in the middle of my pineal gland, my organic chip, and it felt, I had a headache, I had nausea, I had diarrhea, and I didn't know how, but I moved down here to Sicily where I could be with nature. So I have also had that same thing when this whole thing started of an attack. I had a terrible headache for a week. I was tired, I had nausea, I had diarrhea, and I'm very, very good at healing myself. That's one of the reasons I chose to be in Italy, because especially here in Sicily, when I just moved down here, I felt fantastic. My body was vibrating. I was in my radiant, whatever you want to call it, Christ of light body. I felt so good because I didn't have all the stuff that they've been throwing at us for a while. But we're on, and another important point I want to make is we're on this planet. It's an organism. It's a living, breathing body. It's our body is attached to this planet. We are the earth. By deciding to come here, we earthlings are part of our mother. And so you can't, it's just like holistic medicine. If you have a problem in one part of your body, it's going to affect everything else. It's a rebalancing, and there is healing crises. So you can't just cut off one part of the planet and say, this is safe. Okay, I'm getting to another narrative. Safe 5G. We've de-weaponized it. It's a whole, we're all on this, it's not a spaceship. It's an organic, breathing, living being. I know there's that. So, and there is a war going on between non-organic, technologically driven, off-planet cultures, many of them, and interdimensional beings, and organic beings. And we are in an ascension cycle. So we are all ascending along with our Mother Earth into the fifth dimension, quinto piano, as they say in the awakened ones here in Italy. So that's what's going on. And there's a war for us, for our consciousness, for our energy, for our organic body. And there's an agenda to either Agenda 21, off the organic beings so they can't ascend, or those that are ascending, divert them into a technological ascension to become artificial intelligence and to leave behind their organic. Organic is, we are crystalline, radiant, crystal Christ, cosmic Christ beings. That is our true nature, divine, infinite humans. I use that because it came to me 30 years ago. So that is, and that trumps all technology. That trumps technology. All technology. That trumps all technology. We are in a phase now where we are moving into full-time our Christ of light body, higher dimensional bodies, multi-dimensional bodies, and into and the earth is. So we do not need to use external apparatuses to surf the cosmos, all right? That's really where future earth is. And our future earth is where the whole fall came from. This is big, and then I'll get small again, sorry, I'm female. Andromeda. Earth was split off from Andromeda, and we are the fallen side of that, and the fallen story, which has gone on for a long, long time. And we are, even sciences, we are rejoining that. And that is our future Earth of very high levels, way beyond fifth dimensional. So I kind of use that beam to steer me, especially since I know someone there. And it keeps me in line, and I get a lot of information there, and wherever I need the information from. Soul friends, whatever, our soul friends are our spiritual brethren, our starseed brethren that said, hey, we're still with you. You go down there and do this job, but we'll make sure you're okay. So yes, but the power is always inside of you, all right? And that's where we're going. And those of you that are listening to me obviously are the leaders in this. You can call it, I like the word starseeds, but you know, there's many different words, but there are spiritually awakened and awakening beings that have not of this earth that have agreed to be part of this. So you are the vanguard. So it's very important that you, like myself, I had to do the job of transmuting this virus, frequency virus, this 5G, because I am telling you, it is 5G. It is not an organic virus. So walking around carrying a mask, and okay, I can't say that because I'll get blocked, is your choice. Unless it's a law. I think it might even be a law now. But anyway, it's up to you how you want to deal with it. But I had a terrible headache when this happened and was very tired. And so how did I deal with it? One, I began to find out what it was. And I began to see in Sicily, and have other videos about this, overnight, over 20 of these huge 5G towers began to line the highway. And I was really surprised. Then I saw in my town how they were adding these little apparatuses to the light posts. And I began to find out also what, you know, I was feeling the frequencies. And you can also just take your cell phone out, a cell phone that would take forever to upload something or download, like these videos. I was out near the towers, you know, getting food at the supermarket, and it happened like that. And they're starting to put 5G now. I was speaking out loud, which I do in Italian, as all the people were waiting outside of the post office because it had been closed for 3 days for fumigation. I know that it was not, they were not fumigating it, they were laying 5G wires. So know the enemy, know what to do. Resist it? Not. No, because that just gives power to it. So you can use, I believe, this to transmute. Because I have always learned the hard way that darkness is my best friend. Adverseness is my bosom buddy. You know, the darkest night, I am actually sometimes, I'm getting to the point where I almost look forward to it because I know, oh my God, I'm overcoming it. And there is something to be said about the saying, if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. So as I began to know what I was dealing with, and I also began to know that it just goes in, you know, it assaults everything, and it also pulls up any underlying illnesses, dis-ease that you have, like past life traumas. So I had to go back and deal with issues from my childhood that I had thought I had cleared. So I did a lot of clearing, and then I started to do a 5G clearing. I've steered a few people there, but she uses a lot of terminology that you might not be familiar with, but it is a 5G, not only clearing for your physical body, which, remember, thought directs energy, but it also does a clearing for the space fence that is surrounding us, that is beaming down this weaponry. And this weaponry can also be directed, and usually is, this is why a lot of you might feel it more, not because you don't have a light body, not because you're not spiritually evolved. What happens is that there is technological abilities to do conscious sweeps, and those starseeds, those of us that are highly evolved, are often targeted. And now with these steering beams, they can actually go not only into your electronics, and mysteriously my computer just died after it had been in the shop for a month with Apple.